According to NBC Boston, the average home price in Boston from 2025 is hovering just over $1 million. And in many specific areas and neighborhoods in Boston, I'm sure you know, that price is much, much higher too. And for a lot of people, that price point just doesn't work. And the data shows that people are getting out. I'm sure you've heard people leaving Massachusetts going to Florida, Carolinas, southern states, but most home sales and people who move actually do so within the state here. Today I want to show you why people are leaving the Boston area and why southern Massachusetts is one of the areas they are seeking the most and why they're sticking there. So let's get started. Boston used to be expensive, but now the cost of living is really just unattainable for a lot of people. Condos are expensive with their HOAs and their fees, and single-family homes usually start at $1 million. For the same monthly payment, buyers quickly realize they can get a lot more in different areas of Massachusetts than they get for Boston or any of the surrounding towns. And this isn't just for Boston area, the city specifically, this is for, the suburbs around it. It's grown out pretty much year over year in all of the towns surrounding Boston. Think Westboro, Dover, Dedham, West Roxbury, Brookline, all of these areas are really pricing people out. I mean, if you think about it, if you're paying $3,000 to $4,000 a month for rent in Boston, you can easily get a large single-family home with a yard in an area like southern Massachusetts, which is just 45 minutes south of Boston. And it's one of the biggest drop-offs there is in the country. When you go from the Boston surrounding towns to a county like Bristol County, the average home price drops about $300,000 to $400,000. It's almost 50%. So it really is becoming a huge difference between the Boston market and the markets that surround it. It's the main reason why the southern Massachusetts market has become one of the most attractive markets in all of Massachusetts. That North Shore market is still a fairly attractive market as well. It's what makes this southern MA market really a sticky and attractive area for buyers looking to get their first home or looking to buy a larger home that they currently have. And for home buyers, it's not just the purchase price that squeezes buyers up in the Boston area. The whole cost of living in general is forcing people out to find housing elsewhere. Boston's cost of living is 45 to 50% higher than the national average of cities. Housing costs alone are more than double the national average of cities again. But when you bake in costs like utilities, heating and electric, that also is significantly higher than surrounding states and surrounding towns as well. And then if you add in the cost of insurance, insuring these very expensive properties, parking in some areas, and then property taxes, that can get extremely high too. So what we've been seeing the most of in this real estate market is people, whether they're renting or they own a home or a multifamily home or a condo in the Boston area, they sell that property for, let's just say anywhere from the high $700,000 to over $1 million, and then they buy their single-family home, large single-family home with a nice lot in southern Massachusetts, usually in cash. And this isn't just a feeling of mine, there's actual data that backs this up too. U.S. Census data shows that the Suffolk County, where Boston is located and the surrounding towns, nearly 15,000 people leave that county over the last few years. At the same time, counties in southern Massachusetts, like Bristol and Plymouth County, have actually gained population and gained residents in that same time period. Massachusetts as a whole's population has gone up in that same time period, but the Boston area is decreasing in population. And that tells us that people aren't leaving the state as much as you would think. They're leaving that Boston central area, moving west, south, or north. So really, people aren't downsizing away from Boston, they're upsizing, or they're starting their families. And just to add on that cost of living, as Boston's seen its meteoric rise in property values, property taxes don't vary too much from town to town in the Boston area. But when the values are up so high, that property tax assessed value has to reflect those values. And thus property taxes in the Boston area have skyrocketed, right? And so when you factor this into the cost of living, it's just really pushing people out and making home ownership really unaffordable in a lot of the towns, even close to Boston. And another trend that we've seen add to this is the remote and hybrid work. Right? As more people have gone away from needing to be in the office or only needing to go to the Boston area to be in that office 2 to 3 days a week, a lot of people have taken this opportunity to move away from the Boston, Massachusetts area and into the more rural or suburban areas of Massachusetts now that they don't have to commute as much to Boston. With the addition of the T, and especially here in the South Shore of Massachusetts, that commuting is even easier as it is anyways. So I never like to sell an area too much, especially with myself being a realtor here in the South Shore in Southern Massachusetts. But when you're trading away your rent or your multifamily, your condo, your single family, that might be small or beat up in the Boston area, what you're getting here in Southern Massachusetts for the same price, if not less, is more yard, more house, a garage, more space, and a quieter lifestyle. And what we've seen here, again, is a lot more development in that retail and commercial growth and entertainment type areas in a lot of the towns here in Southern Massachusetts that used to not offer as much. So in my opinion, it's a tremendous opportunity for anyone looking to enhance their lifestyle and upgrade their lifestyle. So just recapping, Boston is an incredible city, obviously, but for a growing number of people, the math just no longer works. And Southern Massachusetts isn't dirt cheap, but it's livable compared to the city, and the migration data isn't slowing down. In fact, it's still going up. So if you're thinking about leaving the Boston area, downsizing, or switching out your rent for a mortgage, my team and I would be happy to help you out. Feel free to reach out to us in the contact details below. I'll see you guys on the next video.